cannot really generate impact. It has to be explosive. So I go from this to that. You can also take this one, of course, or simultaneously. But then understand where it belongs, right? This is from the range that you want to pick for space, and then maybe go to the other tool. What I first want you to do is understand the range. And understand first how to make space from a position there's not really much space for this slashing elbow. So we start first from this range, so we can get used to it. I want to do that, do that, right? And this is going to be that on protection. This side is protected. So where does this belong? It grabs me, it wants to hit me, boom. It's the first thing he gets, instead of blocking. So first that, so what I want to do is, you hit, and then you break free for that slashing elbow. So if you do this, way open. This guy is strong, and he is strong actually. We are in this dynamic that he is about to close me down, and this is the first thing I need. Like I said before, if this is a wrestling match and I do this up, that means that he will break that and go maybe to the back, and I don't have protection anymore, right? So if I want to do this and I have this dynamic, I just want to think short but protected. That. So I'm not opening up, because he can fuck me up too, right? If I do this, he can pinch my neck or can hit me, fine. So I need to do that from this position, is to make distance for that explosive hit. Is that enough? No. But at least takes his motivation away from crushing you against the wall, right? So he gives a perfect range. So we start from this position, so there's not much to generate from. But don't do this, it's all in the mind. This is my friend. So what I use now, I use my ass and my heel, and even my shoulder, if that makes sense. Push off, boom. So it's going to be that, keep a good base. Close. So first do this then. So this one's in front. So this is what it is. This is a rangefinder, and then you go back. You see, more and more power is coming. Don't do this. Really unnecessary. Stay grounded, protect it, protect that vital L. Even it's more dynamic. First this one. Yes, so make it more tight. Okay. Now, this one creates space for this one. In my case, I'm right dominant, although I think I can hit equal as hard, right? But then if you are compromised in your base, and that means if you're like this wide stance, often there is a back against your wall. It's a good thing, because if you stand more wide stance also in fighting, this is a power shot, this is a power shot, agree? If I am more of a fighter that stands like this is the jab, and this is the power shot, correct? Then we say lead with speed, devour with power. Yes or no?
Yes. Yeah.
So it depends a bit, but my favorite tool is, if I end up here, to at least get this in between. Also understand that if you leave this out too much and somebody knows what he's doing, that he can easily whoop, do that with the leg. You will wrap it in, whoop, and there you go. Right? So this is a momentum. Just want you to feel, lead with speed, and then devour with that slashing elbow, with power. So this one comes from the back. So now we go into that. 1, and then 2, right? 1, 2, from a close range again. 1, 2. This close and with aggression. Can we do that now?
Yes.
Keyboard warriors, especially gamers that cannot fight sleep, they always think, oh, you need to always look at your enemy. I'm still looking. I don't need this to look. I only need this to look. They still see you, right? But I'm now protected. But you need to fight almost with your eyes closed, if that makes sense, right? I know now if I do this with eyes closed, I get this. 1 in, and then 2. And now have an idea where the neck is, right? So when I go from close, there's 1, 2, I know where it is. And if I fuck it up and we end up here, dynamic, same shit. Now I feel, head is available for knee. It goes more up. I'm gonna struggle here. So can you give me the pad somewhere here? Yeah. I don't want to hit you. So go back a bit. So don't see anything, right? I get that. You see? I just feel it without seeing. As long as you know how body works, right? Now it's not always perfect, but clinch. So your objective for now is you get that in close, and then here, keep close, and find that clinch. Doesn't matter if it's in midline or in the sideline. Now you present the groin target like it perfectly does already, so do not put your hand in front of the feet. And what I now want is to understand, here I feel some neck structure. I want to break his base by that big knee to that groin. So if you still stand up, and I give you this, he or goes to the floor, or presents a bit of that. When I have this now, I'll open up and smash him against the wall. Boom! And then we can do the beat down, but for now we stop there, yes? Okay, listen! Of course, it's not how you fight the fight always, because fighting is fucking dynamic, right? But what I see is often when people do this, they think and they become too awesome about it. So they think it's going to be a cycle of techniques. Get that shit out of the fucking window. I just want you to understand that point, everything is painful and has consequences, right? Different dynamic than we wrestle, then we hunt for stuff. We know we're not going to eat an elbow, maybe by accident. But I also have often, I want to go for a low line attack and somebody knows how to defend, that I'm eating an elbow in the middle of my head and then you're not comfortable anymore doing takedowns. So it has an effect. It's very uncomfortable to eat elbows. That's the objective. So what I see on this side, I see people do this. Boom, boom. Because there's nobody hitting them. Protected. Very crucial, right? So it is in line. Mark just gave a great example. You got that 1, 2, this strike 2. Now he gives me that, and now he's not to the floor yet. You did this. Push. No, you have that already. Use that same momentum. You just made the knee, put it back, and then you smash him against the wall. Boom. If Mark wants to do something great, he can throw this over his shoulder and have more standing. But now we simulate that. Hits on the brainstem with an elbow. That's a level 10 response. But I want you to get it in. Yes? So what are you doing? Point, point, strike, point, smash, point, point, point. So if I talk about point fighting, that's what I mean with point fighting. Yes? Awesome.